Hey guys, Doug Walker here. Well, you probably just saw my bum review, so now you probably want to see what I really thought of the movie. Well, first of all, you probably know this movie is getting like mad praise. I mean, it has like, what, 97% on Rotten Tomatoes? Actually, a lot of movies do this weekend. You got this, you got Hugo, Arthur Christmas. I mean, these are like three big family films are getting like just great reviews. And yet, Breaking Dawn is probably going to beat all of them, so shows you where our values lie. Anyway, it's another subject. I should talk about the Muppets here, and if I'm going to talk about it, it's the next in whatever umpteenth movie series, so I guess I should talk about just really briefly what I thought of the other one, so you can compare and contrast. Okay, first one was that the Muppet movie. Had Milton Berle and, of course, the Muppets and the Big Lebowski in it. And I really like it. I like a lot of the in-jokes, especially back then. I think that was like 70s. If not early 80s, and for them to do so many in-jokes in this movie and start making a road trip movie, it was really cool, and I really like it. The next one is The Great Muppet Caper. That was my favorite. That one I think had the best jokes, had a really funny story. The fourth wall jokes were right on top of each other, and it was just a lot of fun, so I really liked that one. What was after that? Muppets Take Manhattan. I liked as a kid. I don't like now. I don't think it really holds up. I think it's really awkward if you watch it again. It's like some of the songs are good. That scene where they, they're saying goodbye. I mean, that's depressing as hell. That's like the saddest it's ever gotten in a Muppet movie, though, wait. But I just thought it didn't hold up very well. It's sort of a glorifying itself kind of movie, which I don't want to see the Muppets do. I like when they're awkward and just having fun with things. Well, I mean, not when they're intentionally awkward, I should say. Okay, what was after that? Was that Muppet Christmas Carol? I think that was Muppet Christmas Carol, which is okay. I think it really did a good job hooking kids in because that's the first, like, kiddie Christmas Carol that kids can watch, and so that's the first one a lot of kids watch, so they have you now. They have you by the balls. Now they're up there with Disney. It's like Muppets are one of the first things you ever see, so it was very clever to do a Christmas Carol. But I thought it was okay. There are some things that are pretty clever, but I don't think it's good as like Muppet Caper, the first one. Then you have Muppet Treasure Island, which I finally saw. Again, okay, it was alright, except for Tim Curry, who, as far as I'm concerned, has a pass on any movie now. He can do no wrong. I am totally convinced he is a live-action Muppet. You can just see someone putting the hand up there and just say, like, do you have Prince Albert in a can? Waha, waha. I mean, he's a Muppet. That's why he's so entertaining. So it was okay. A lot of boring spots, but Tim Curry made up for it. I never saw Muppets in Space, but I hear it's really bad. I hear that's the one that was like the nail in the coffin for the Muppets. And then they started doing these TV movies, which I saw one or two. I saw, there was a Christmas one with Whoopi Goldberg that was shown to me, and I don't remember what it was called. It had some really funny jokes, but it started to get a little too adult, a little too aware of itself, and it was really distracting. And then the Muppets just sort of disappeared for a while, and they'd only appear once in a while in a commercial or something, but for the most part, they were pretty much dead. And then all of a sudden this revival comes with this incredible marketing, just this friggin' ingenious marketing. And they've been doing videos on YouTube. Even before the movie was coming out, they had the whole Bohemian Rhapsody and just these great little songs that they've been doing, and they're just huge hits, and they're very funny. So that really caught on, and now they've been doing this movie written by Jason Segel, who also stars in it, and then somebody else wrote it too. I'm sorry to whoever that writer is, because I don't remember the name. And honestly, I really, really like this movie. I'm right up there with all the people praising it. It's very much like the first two Muppet movies, and everything I like about the first two Muppet movies. Though this one adds something else. This adds something that the other Muppet movies were trying to get, but they never quite got, except for maybe that Saying Goodbye song, is that there's a lot of heart to this movie. And let me tell you, the Muppets disappear for a while and nobody watches them and stuff like that. You will feel like an asshole watching this movie, and I was just like, I'm sorry I never saw Muppets in Space. It looked terrible, but I still love you guys. You do have to go. And they really play up the emotion in this, and they do it very well, and it's very effective. There's a great scene where Kermit's walking down, he's looking at all the old pictures of the Muppets and what they used to be, and then the pictures start singing to him, and they start coming alive. It's very sentimental, and it's very smart. The jokes are also very, very good. Of course, there's a lot of fourth wall jokes, a lot of them you've seen before, but they're reworked enough just, so that they pass by. Like, there's a scene where we see Kermit for the first time, there's a light in the heavenly choir, and then we back up, it turns out, the light's coming from a bus, and the choir is actually, it's a singing choir on the bus. Now, Mel Brooks did that, and The Simpsons did that, but it still works here, it's not overused, and they tweaked it a little bit. There's a lot of jokes like that, a lot of these jokes you will find familiar, but they still work. And they work because it's these characters doing it, and you like seeing these characters do it, and they do add sort of a new twist on it. So what else? The plot, as you probably heard, it's about a little Muppet. Again, I don't know how the genetics work, but this little Muppet named Walter, he wants to go to the Muppet Studios to see it one last time, and the studio is in shambles, and they have to, and this evil oil tycoon played for laughs. Keep in mind, if you're gonna hear this like, what? That sounds stupid. No, it's played for laughs. Chris Cooper comes in as this oil tycoon who's going to take over the Muppet studio and drill for oil. I mean, there's even a scene where after he's done talking, he just goes, maniacal laugh, maniacal laugh. He gets the other people to laugh with it. They're playing it for fun, so don't take that too seriously. And so they go to Kermit, and he has to go get the rest of the Muppets together so they can save the Muppet studio. And the whole film is about them trying to do that. Like I said, a lot of it works. The people are actually pretty entertaining. Like, even before the Muppets come on, I was really entertained by just the way they're telling this story. And they have these over-the-top musical numbers that are just really, really silly and really in your face, but they're impressive. They're really impressive, especially with a Muppet in there as well. So that stuff's all really, really good. In terms of the problems I have are very nitpicky. But I do have a few. One is that there may be one or two too many songs. Too many notes? No. Amadeus joke. There it is. So they go out and they perform, a lot of these songs. A lot of them are good. There's one called Are You a Man or a Muppet? I mean, it's very funny. The opening song is very funny. But I remember there's two. There's one where Amy Adams and I think Miss Piggy sing a song. It's something like Out for One or Dinner for One or something like that. I can't remember. And it's so short and so rushed, you just didn't see the purpose to it. You could cut that and it'd be fine. And it's the same thing, there's a song Chris Cooper sings, like a money rap. That would be fine if there was a purpose for it, or even this is like the 5th song to come out of nowhere and just leave just as quickly. And they do make a joke about it, but I don't know if it was worth it. I think you very easily could have chopped that. But that's nitpicking, and they're very short, and there's still a few laughs in them anyway. I was gonna complain about some of the celebrities not being used effectively enough, but you know what? That's all the Muppet movies. The only ones where they really utilized the celebrities actually were the Treasure Island and the Christmas Carol, where they had one big celebrity, Tim Curry and Michael Caine, and they were one of the big stars. All the other Muppet films just walk by celebrities and stuff like that. I was really angry because I saw Sarah Silverman. I love Sarah Silverman. I was like, oh, what's gonna happen? She has like one line, gone. I was like, I really wanted to see her do something with the Muppets, but what can you do? Again, that's sort of the Muppet formula, so you go along with it. I would have liked maybe if they changed it a bit. What else? Okay, there's one thing that really bothers me. I'm not going to totally ruin what it is. If you saw the bum review, you already know what it is. But they're building up this ending big time. This really, I want to say really adult, really mature ending. It's a kind of ending I want to see actually in more family films, or especially kids films, where it looks like what they were shooting for, it didn't get accomplished. And that despite that, they're going to move on, they're still going to be strong, they're there as a family, and they really they devote a lot of time to this. I mean, this is like 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes just talking about what happened here and how they're going to live with it and how they're still going to survive and they're going to be strong and stuff like that. And then they go outside and there's a big reveal, and, I was like, wow, is this movie really doing this? I was, wow, this is ballsy. This is really ballsy, but really smart, really adult. Wow, this is like taking this to a whole new level that a Muppet movie's never done before. This is really, really, intelligent and civilized and smart and still heartfelt and caring, and I was really blown away by it. It even says the end. I went, wow, they really did this. Credits start. Nope, we're not doing that. Ah! Total cop-out! Total friggin' cop-out! I was so angry at that because I really thought, Okay, it's a Muppet movie. I was talking to my brother's wife about this, and she's like, you know, you gotta go in knowing it's a Muppet movie. I'm like, I know, but when you build up that you're going to take it to a new level and then you don't, and not only do you not, but it's a very last minute, you know, snap, no, we're doing this, while the credits are rolling, mind you, that really let me down. I thought this was really gonna go to a whole new level, and it didn't quite, you know, but if you're gonna do that, do it all the way, come on, you know. So that really disappointed me, but that's more just what it could have been, you know. But for what it is, it's great. It's really funny, and it's really the Muppet. It actually reminds me a lot of, I know I'm going on and on about this, but the new Looney Tunes cartoon, you know, that I think it's, you know, it's sort of a different set, a different scenario, but it's still these same characters. I mean, I just love these characters. I love seeing them interact with various things, especially new things. You know, things that, you know, they've been around for a while, so now they can comment on. And it cracked me up. I thought it was great. I thought it was very sentimental. When they get to the rainbow connection, I mean, everyone in the audience is like, oh, I mean, there's like 4 or 5 cry scenes in this movie. And they're effective. They really work. So, yeah, I really loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. I thought it was very smart. I thought it was just like the Muppets I grew up with, just like the first 2 Muppet films, and I'm all over it. I thought it was great. I love to see a sequel, though I don't know what they would do. It's very interesting to see what they do for a sequel, because I don't think they can do like another Christmas Carol, like the Headless Horseman, something for Halloween. You know, they have to really think of something to, you know, either continue the story or top it or just do something really different. So I'd be curious to see what they come up with, because chances are this is going to be a big hit. I mean, they've marketed, you know, they've advertised it like mad. I don't know if it's going to be Breaking Dawn, because the crowd for that is just so determined. And chances are my rant has probably influenced so many more people to go see it, ironically. So, but it's gonna be a big hit, and chances are they will be open for a sequel. Or something, maybe they'll do another show, who knows. So I really loved it. I'm really glad I saw it. If you like the Muppets, you'll love this. I guess people who wouldn't like it, I guess if you don't like the original Muppets, if you think there's sort of, you know, too many pop cultural jokes or too many fourth wall jokes or something like that, there's a lot here. There's a lot of heart too, but if you were never into the Muppets, chances are you won't get into it here either. This might be the deal changer. No, I don't think it would be. If you don't like the Muppets, you're not gonna like them here. Probably not, because it is a lot of the same old characters, just, you know, with a sort of a much better story. So yeah, hopefully you can gather whether or not you would enjoy this or not, and I shall talk to you later. Bye.